So, we have some things to look at soon. The Paradox Announcements Show. Looking forward to seeing what they have in store in order for us. This was their trailer, and I think first of all we're just gonna have a look through the trailer, see if we can pick out any new things. Apparently the new game has been leaked, but we ain't going over that yet. That's just not something we're going to be talking about. We're going to wait the 15 minutes and then we'll see what it is. But anyway, let's have a look at the trailer and we'll see if there's anything interesting that we can glean from it. Go back. Right, what games have we got going on? So that's Vicky 3. That's like Manhattan or something. Are we going to see something new from Vicky 3? If they announce a DLC for Vicky 3, that'd be wild. Because remember a few years ago, the game Ark Evolved was still in beta. It was early access. And it announced a DLC, and it got absolutely ripped apart. Because it's too early. You're in early access, you don't be doing DLCs, and it got ripped apart, rightly so. I feel like while Vicky 3 isn't technically in early access, it's straight up in early access. De facto versus de jure kind of deal. I think if they announce a DLC, like they will get shredded for it, and yeah, it'll be right to shred them for it. But there's also Age of Wonders 4, I think that is. I'm very much looking forward to Age of Wonders 4. It looks like it's going to be an interesting game. I'll be playing it on the channel for sure. A bit of Stellaris. We could see another Stellaris DLC. Looking forward to that. Is that... Oh, Surviving the Abyss. I haven't actually played that yet. I probably should get around to it. I have no idea what game that is. I have absolutely no clue. A bit of EU4, a bit of CK3, more CK3, City Skylines, Prison Architect. I have no idea what this is. City Skylines again, EU4, Prison Architect. Like, there's a lot of games that Paradox have, a lot of things that they could do. EU4, oh look, unit models on a map. Isn't that fantastic? Actually, that's a really interesting thing there. Unit models on the map make for great trailer fodder. So much so that despite having basically nothing in the way of units on the map, Vicky 3's little teaser image somewhere decided to use it, even though they don't have any models on the map themselves. Actually, where was it? There it is. This is Vicky 3, and they chose the only part of the game that has a model on the map just to show it in the trailer. It's almost like they should probably have more models on the map, huh? Maybe ones that we can control. Stellaris there again. But yeah, Colossal Order and Paradox Arc. Those are the ones apparently that are you should be looking out for. Paradox Tectonic as well. Shame that there's no Tinto, because if they showed Tinto, I'd be way more like hyped about it. But yeah, that's gonna be starting in like 15 minutes, or I guess 12 minutes now, right here. And we have to wait and see what we're gonna get. What I would love to see is an EU5, like an EU5 announcement. Like would sort me right out. But I do not think for a second that we're getting EU5. But you know, announcement of the next EU4 DLC, perhaps. Stellaris DLC. Apparently, there's going to be like 2 or 3 new games. No, 3 new games, 4 new expansions, gameplay reveals, and updates. I feel like the update is going to be for Vicky 3. I think just basically announcing the Vicky 3 1.2 going into proper, you know, instead of it being a beta, it would be just the update. They've confirmed that there's not going to be an EU5. I choose to believe regardless. I want it so much. But yeah, no, it's a bit sad. But I think probably Johan would want a PDX con in order to announce it so that he can dress up, because he likes a bit of dress up. It is what it is. Yeah, 4 new expansions. I'm thinking EU4's DLC is going to be announced, because they haven't yet announced the name of the DLC. They've only done a bunch of dev diaries for it, basically. But yeah, gameplay reveals probably for the new games, I would imagine. But yeah, the studios there, Colossal Order, Harebrained Schemes. Colossal Order are the ones that do City Skylines. Harebrained are the ones that do, what's it called? Battletech. Tectonic. Paradox Tectonic. I don't know. Paradox Tectonic. Okay, we're not going to be showing any of that stuff. What are they up to? Oh, is that City Skylines, actually? I don't know. Anyway, there's Paradox Art and Paradox themselves. So we'll see what they come out with. In 8 minutes. Oh yeah, March of the Eagles 2. This man is clearly of a higher caliber of human to be wanting March of the Eagles 2. Is just, and then we go. Franco, Imperator Rome 2, let's go. Like, we stand these options. We definitely are looking for that. Hey, more dates in chat. His brain is ready. Good. So yeah, we'll see what we're getting. So I did a community poll earlier on to see what will Paradox announce today. Wrong answers only, and 40% of people want Imperator Rome 3. That's it. That's what we want. The 3.0 patch. It's necessary. Vicky 3's first DLC, the return of a decent warfare system. We would like this as well. CK3 DLC for Sunset Invasion 2. It's going to happen eventually. The next EU4 DLC is going to be cancelled. So the dev diaries we've heard so far is just wrong. They're all lies. Or a Hearts of Iron 4 DLC to integrate the pony mode, which, while I was writing this, it was like, I've got 5 minutes before I have to leave and go be busy. And so I was like, oh shit, what's the mod called? And I just completely blanked. I couldn't remember at all. You want Imperative Rome 3.0 unironically. Same. Let's see what some of the comments are, actually, because I haven't read most of these. Obviously, we've got City Skylines DLC, Gentrification, naturally. Stellaris giving the return of Warp Drive and Wormhole. And Prison Architect is going to get a super racist stereotype prison. Except the fact they already kind of did that with their Jungle DLC. This makes me sad because I want Imperator. I want it too. Not just Imperator Rome 3.0, but a new DLC to go with it. Just like, yes, I want this. So it would kind of ruin the Equestria at War, that's it, if they got officially involved, since I don't think any of the main Hoi 4 devs can write that creatively. I can't say positive or negative here because I don't play Hoi 4. I have no idea. We know Vic 3 isn't doing very well, so we scrap it in the announcement of Victoria 4. Facts. I want it unironically. March of the Eagles 2, I want that unironically as well. And then obviously somebody saying that they want to make war fun in Vicky 3, which of course we all want, because war bad in Vicky 3 right now. It's not good at all. You want them to just copy all of Invictus? I really need to give Invictus another try. They, I am still in their Discord, so I know that they've not stopped development. But it's just a case of they've had another 1.5 years since I last played it of development that has been continually going on. So I think Invictus is probably, I would hope it's further along by now. But, maybe we'll have a look. Or soon gonna get. Is there any... There was a fun video by Count Christo. That's not what I wanted to click at all. He did a video.
Hello, everybody.
He did a real fun video on this. Let's. We got time for this.
And welcome. As you may have seen on Twitter, there is a Paradox announcement show coming up on March 6th, 6 p.m. CET. March 6th, by the way, happens to be my birthday. Good birthday present for me.
Happy birthday.
I'm getting some new game announcements and some new DLC announcements from Paradox. But luckily for you guys, I already know what they're going to announce. So I'm going to tell you every single game and every single DLC that Paradox is going to announce. First off, let's take a look at the video that they put out. Big news, Stellaris, whatever the Surviving the Abyss is called, CK, Cities, Surviving the Apocalypse, and Cities, and EU, and probably Hoi, and
that
Prisoners,
wasn't Hoi, buddy.
and
That
EU,
wasn't
and
Hoi.
Stellaris again. And a whole bunch of different things, okay? But now, this show is in, what was that, like 8 days? No, 6 days away, right? And you have to wait until 6 p.m. CET, so don't do that. Just watch this video. And I know what Paradox reveal, and I shall now lay it out for you. So they have a website that tells you some of the various things they're going to do. And one of the things they say is this: Colossal Orders returns, this genre-defining studio behind global smash hit Cities Skylines will reveal its newest incredible game. And this is going to be Cities 2. They're running it on a newer, faster engine. There's a heavier focus on your ability to terraform. And there's some more sim-like stuff around citizens specifically. So there's going to be more named citizens that you can track. And your mayor is going to be a citizen in the game, that kind of stuff. And yeah, the damn bird, Chirpy, is going to be all over the place. Naturally. That's the new game that's coming from Colossal Order they'll announce on March 6th. Then there's another game coming out of Harebrained Studios. Master creators of Cyberpunk Classic Shadowrun and Hulking Mech Warfare Battletech are coming back with a new game. And that new game is going to be Shadowrun Dragonfall 2. Now, I'm excited about this because Shadowrun Dragonfall, one of my favorite CRPGs, in the top 10 at least. It's pretty good. There's going to be some of the original characters, some new. The storyline, not hugely connected to the original Dragonfall. There is going to be save importing, though. Now, this doesn't have a massive impact on the gameplay, but it just does a lot of little kind of background stuff, some flavor stuff. So if you have got a Shadowrun Dragonfall 1 save file from the end of the game, you are able to import that in and change how the game works.
I have no idea if
Otherwise,
he's being serious
Shadowrun
about that
more
actually being a game.
The next new game is a little bit more complicated. So this is the one coming from Paradox Tectonic, right? And Paradox Tectonic is the one based over in the US, in California. And they are pushing boundaries. Life simulator visionary Rod Humble, will get to him, and Paradox Tectonic are itching to unveil its new groundbreaking project. Now, you might think that we know almost nothing about this project, right? But you would be wrong, because there exists this thing called the Wayback Machine. And if you go to career.paradoxplaza.com/jobs, you'll find that there are no job listings for Paradox Tectonic. But there were at various points during 2022. So if you were completely psychotic, you could go to all of these different dates, read all of those job listings, and pick out the bits that might be interesting to tell us about that new game. Well, don't worry, your YouTuber is psychotic, because I've done this. I've looked at every single job listing from 2021 and 2022 that was ever listed on the Paradox job page, which was saved on the Wayback Machine, in order to allow me to piece together some information about what this new game might be. And as you can see, they're hiring people who are doing motion capture, they're doing character modeling and skin meshes. We also can see here that what they're making is likely to be a video game, although only 1 out of the 4 does mention that. We can also see that they're using terrain, scripting, lighting, rendering, all this kind of stuff, as well as making it within Unity. And finally, and perhaps most interestingly, you have to be experienced developing for console. So here's what we know for certain about the game. It's going to have Rod Humble at its head. I asked a private investigator to collect this little bit of information about Rod. There he is on the right. Rod made Second Life, or at least was involved in making Second Life in all kinds of things, as well as working on The Sims. So essentially, what this new game is going to be is a console-first Sims-like. It's going to be totally related to the engine, to the mainline Paradox games, and it will get a 72% on Metacritic 6 days exactly after it releases. That's what's going to be coming out of Paradox Tectonic.
I do not know.
So, next, a few more announcements they mentioned. Paradox is going to be doing a host of news from the greatest of the Paradox family, with reveals from Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis, Paradox Arc, and more. So EU4 is going to get a DLC announcement. Some people are thinking there's going to be EU5 announced. It's not going to be announced for certain.
Sad.
There is going to be the second last ever Paradox DLC, that they won't actually announce that it's the second last ever Paradox DLC in the show. This is in fact going to be the second last DLC for EU4. It's going to be called Behemoth. Now they're calling it this because they made a DLC called Leviathan, which is a reference to is it Hobbes' book Leviathan on politics and state, but then they forgot to include any kind of political changes in the Leviathan DLC. So they're making Behemoth, and this is essentially going to integrate lots of those government changes that linguistically would have made sense a lot more to be in Leviathan. And then there's the CK3 DLC and the roadmap. As we know, CK3 has been out for 3 years now, and they have essentially added a 3D court and done very little else with it. So instead,
You're
they're going to do a
not sure if
DLC
he's
this
capping
time.
or not.
You know, people have been hungering for mechanical changes to DLC. What they're going to do instead is add a bunch of new events that once you've seen them once, you've essentially seen them 1,000 times, and some flavor to some very specific parts of the world. No new systems coming in this DLC. They will, however, announce a roadmap that talks about another DLC coming in 2023, which will have broad, sweeping mechanical changes. Unfortunately, that DLC will not release in 2023. Stardeus, the other game, is going to be, their release date is announced. It's currently in early access. The full release date will be July 26th, 2023. And Surviving the Abyss, more recently launched into early access, is going to get its first major updates date. They're adding in new oxygen management tools, as well as events around this guy called Fontaine, who's causing problems in the underwater city. I don't know. I haven't played it. And without further ado, of course, my source is that I made it the fuck up. Thanks for watching. Bye.
That honestly is the funniest video Christo has ever made, like, unironically and without a doubt. Like, he's got like 1,000+ videos. This is the best one. But anyway, it is starting. It is begin in like 30 seconds or so. God damn, this is so fucking loud. Be quiet with you. It's still so loud. There we go. And here we go. Oh, we're just gonna watch the trailer again. Just straight up, that's fine. I feel like it's a different trailer. Like, there's certain elements that are different. Right? There's some new stuff in here that weren't in there before. I still have no idea what that is. Yeah, we didn't see him twice in the maybe we did, I don't know.
Hi, this is the Paradox Interactive announcement show, and we're gonna take you on an epic journey through our game universe.
German.
Show packed with the biggest news across the board. A new adventure game from Harebrained Schemes, a new game from Rod Humble and the team at Paradox Tectonic, and something huge from Colossal Order. And news and updates from a bunch of our titles, such as Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis, and Surviving the Aftermath.
But no
This
Vicky.
show is for all our players out there. It is for you who take the art of city building into perfection, creating the city of your dreams. It is for you who want to see the great empires clash and change the course of history, or maybe just want to stir up some juicy intrigues at a royal wedding. It's for you who can't wait for the next big adventure with mysterious secrets and lethal discoveries. This show is for you.
Oh, thanks.
The teams are with us in the studio today. The hype is real and we can't wait to share it with you. But before we let this lineup of games loose, we're gonna unleash another natural force upon you. The CEO of Paradox Interactive, Frederick Wester.
Surviving the Aftermath mentioned over Vicky, it really is that bad. I mean, yes, like, unironically.
So, first and foremost, welcome to you all who's logged in from across the globe. We're super happy to show this to you today. And I think we've all had a secret at once that we've been dying to tell the world, but we just haven't been able to. Maybe we've been prevented by the rules of the stock exchange, or maybe you've had a project that just hasn't reached the state where you feel comfortable enough to show it to the world. We know exactly what you feel like. But here today, luckily, we have a couple of projects who reached that stage. So we're going to show you a handful of new games. We're going to show you a range of DLCs and updates for our current games.
The crowd's just Paradox employees. Literally, yes, I recognize a few
a couple
in
of the
there.
games that we've already announced but are yet to be released. But you're not here to hear me talk, obviously. You're here to watch the games. So let's just move on to it. And here's the first trailer.
Okay.
Very
Right, so these guys
difficult.
made,
Never have I seen a lock this
Battletech.
complex. Only a true master could. I got it.
Ooh, only a true master, huh?
Exactly. These fingers are the pride of Cairo. Did I ever tell you about the time?
Are those famous fingers done yet?
Reminds me of the art style for Arcane. What is this?
Bait and tackle?
Anyone spare a match?
Well, what do you know? Didn't even get to use my gun.
There are other ways to solve problems, you know?
Well, there are lots of solutions out there. Wrestling, punching, oh, and, running. Lachi!
Oh, plan C again?
What game is this? The Lamplighters League. Huh. XCOM style movement. Just kind of like Indiana Jonesy kind of do with a lot more murder. And I guess Nazis, because why not? Huh. Okay. With it, actually, Harebrained Schemes, did they make Empire of Sin? Because they kind of have that as well.
What's up, Stockholm? Wish we could be with you, but we're here in Seattle finishing the game.
We're excited to tell you what we've been working on.
We're Harebrained Schemes. You may know us from our other games, the Shadowrun Trilogy and Battletech. Our new game is called the Lamplighters League and the Tower at the End of the World.
It's 1932, and a secret occult war is nearly lost.
person was
the forces
Romero,
of evil
wasn't
are
it?
so close to victory, claiming the very source of magic itself. The best of the best are all dead, so you'll need the best of the worst. Thieves, scoundrels, cutthroats, and traitors to stop them.
Just like our other games, the Lamplighters League features turn-based tactical combat.
But unlike our other games, this one adds a real-time infiltration phase.
In real time, you'll scout the enemy, exploit the position, before deciding that things are going to get loud.
I like lowering the risk. So I'll go around and I'll pick off key enemies that I don't want in my fight. So I get to pick and choose how I engage.
You can just steamroll your way down one way or increase your options. It kind of really depends on how you want to play.
You never seem to run out of like the depth of choice, right? And it's constantly surprising.
And even when things look really dire, you can like snatch victory from defeat. You can also snatch defeat from victory, but like, you know.
I do think one of my favorite things with
Is it
gameplay
like-
is that combinatory factor, is finding those combinations, not just of characters bouncing off of each other, but how can I use the environment? What combination is best for this mission compared to another mission?
I really, really appreciate the focus on story and the focus on character. And the ability to kind of see these people change and grow over the course of the game.
I like the mix of a problem to solve to keep these characters alive while I grow more attached to them every mission. They're very human and they don't come together without friction, so it's pleasant to watch them interact with each other as they try and get out tough scrapes.
They would make just
Yeah,
as
we
much
made it so
sense.
that they all have things to say to each other, both on and off the field. You know, we really tried to make them as much of a team, a reluctant
But
team
like
at first,
pre-generated
but a team as
characters with
possible.
personality rather than
the worst, so to speak.
generating
They
your
are
own.
rogues. These are not the people you look to
naming
to save
your
the
own
world.
guys.
It is about them doing what they have to do to survive and doing what they have to do to really just get ahead. When you play and you try different characters, you know, I've said it before, but it's kind of a new experience every time.
Would I be more attached to the characters in XCOM if they were pre-written with their own personalities?
Thanks for watching.
Or if I get to name
back
them
to you in the
after my
studio.
friends?
Wow,
I
Tunes and Thrashers
feel like
with
naming
some
them after my
monsters.
friends
The
is
Lamplighters
more
League
impactful.
is a thing, and it's coming out this year. We're off to a good start, but we want more. Here we go.
Straight into the new one. Okay.
Tournament, a time for festivity and games, but also an occasion to build alliances. Some even bloodier than the martial feats on display.
That's the
An
CK
unhappy
guy.
princess. Can she find a champion for her doomed cause? One whose virtue and valor can restore glory to her faded family name. or one who will protect her name by hook or by crook and help her get revenge. Real strategy requires cunning.
It is literally CK, okay. Tours and tournaments. I mean, A Knight's Tale is literally my favourite film of all time. So, sure.
Alex, it seems like you're really giving the role players out there what they want.
We are indeed. This expansion is full of things for the role players. You can take your entourage and set out on the road, go on a great tour across the realm, or set off to foreign realms to participate in tournaments, among other things.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. What will you be able to do more exactly?
You will be able to become the grand champion of tournaments by going to various realms and participating. Of course, there's a lot of other things. You can take out some extra taxes from your vassals on a grand tour. You can arrange grand weddings. What do these all have in common? Intrigue.
Intrigue.
I mean, grand
well, it
would have
be
been
Crusader Kings
what I
without,
said, because
right?
you said that on every single one of
How
those
can I use these sort of festivities and events to my advantage?
You can, for example, enact vengeance upon your rivals by inviting them to a feast or a wedding and eliminating their entire family.
It's just a new decision.
Or you can just show the world how grand you are and that you are the best at tournaments.
Event chain?
All right. Well, what will
without
happen
the Royal
exactly if I
Court
win a tournament?
graphics, maybe?
Well, winning is quite hard, and there are many other reasons to go there, of course. If nothing else, hosting it will make
it's not
you
really selling
feel
it to me
incredibly
either, to be
grand.
honest.
And then if you manage to win, you will increase your skills and you can impress most people in the world.
All
It feels like a slight flavor DLC rather than...
We are introducing
an actual
armor through the
mechanical
ages
DLC.
and fashion, specifically
CK
showing the
kinda
early
needs
and
mechanics
late
at this point.
Western ideals of the time.
All right. Interesting.
Then he plays Venice,
So
the Doges. That was
also
so
are gonna
fun
drop
in
some
CK2.
free
Like, that needs to be a DLC at some point soon, please.
When you set out on a journey, on a travel to faraway lands, a
It's
regent
pure
will rule
lies
in
to
your
say that
stead.
it wasn't
And of
popular,
course,
'cause
you
it
can
just
also
fucking
be
was.
this regent, which means that you have plenty of opportunities for underhanded and some peaceful ways of taking over a realm.
All right. When will
okay, I
we be
must have
able to
missed
play this
how
on PC?
a tournament
So
can
we
let you
do
do
not
that,
have a
but
date
okay.
yet, but you can wish list now.
All right. Well, you
Oh,
heard
it's
him.
literally a
Go
DLC
over
that you
there,
can buy. Let's
wishlist
have a
the
look.
game, but what about the
Do they
console
have
players?
a price on
This
it?
spring, the console players will have access to the Royal Court.
All right.
Good
Well,
for them.
thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you.
I don't
We
see
are
it
always on the
Steam
quest to
yet.
find the Paradox games of tomorrow. And there's plenty of up-and-coming developers out there who share our love for endlessly replayable experiences. And we have created a special mission unit who are on a mission to show and find the next thing. And this is what's next for Paradox Arc.
Oh, I found it. It does not yet have a price on it. A card game? I'm already bored. I don't do card games. It's not my thing. It's kind of meh. They haven't explained how the feast stuff is any different from the old feast stuff. Yeah, like I feel like it's just the same as Royal Court, as in like the event chains that you get within Royal Court, just without the fancy graphics. I mean, if they added a fancy graphics of like a tournament field and like horses and jousting and shit, like I'd be all down for that, kind of. But like, no. Also, this just no, I'm not into this at all. What is this? This? It's not BattleTech. What is this? Looks weird. I don't know how this one. A PvP auto battler. Well, it's got better warfare than fucking Victoria 3, I'll give it that, but it doesn't look like anything I'd be into. Mechbellum.
The next installment of the epicest fantasy series. Now with enhanced graphics. Oh, it's still pixel
Knights
art.
of Pen and Paper 3. Like this could be okay.
Gather your party of
maybe.
pixelated bodies. And roll the dice
like
in this groundbreaking game of turn-based RPG adventure. To explore legally distinct dungeons. Fight ghastly goblins? Or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one a pass as well, I'm not gonna lie.
Epic and funny finishing voice line. Please, buy this game so I get to keep my job.
Boom! 3
Yeah,
in a
no,
row,
that's
just like
not
that.
for
That
me.
was intense.
Unless the major DLC after
Lots
chosen
of
tournaments
exciting
hits it
games
out of
to
the
look
park,
forward to
Paradox is in
around.
danger of their
All right,
competitive indies
Dennis,
release.
tell us what just went on
I mean,
the screen there.
they just need
So
some
the first
competition,
game
don't
we
they?
saw was Across the Obelisk, the new DLC.
They're
called
rushing through them because
Wolf
they
Wars.
have to hype them all.
Second we saw was Mechabellum, and this is our new auto battler with mechs.
Wait. Paradox Arc is doing
And
all
the
3
third
of
one we
these
saw was
games?
The third installment of Knights and Pen and Paper 3.
Cool. So when will we be able to play all of these cool games?
Across the Obelisk, you'll be able to play on the new DLC. You'll be able to play on
It reminds
March
me of
the
how
30th.
disappointing the last Warhammer
Mechabellum,
Next
you'll be able to
or
play
whatever it was.
on May 11th.
Yeah.
And Knights of Pen and
All
Paper
3 of them are
3,
cheap
you'll
mobile
be able to
games.
play
Is
tomorrow.
Paradox Arc like their mobile wing?
For you,
Auto
just
battler with
tuned
mechs
in,
though? I
what
mean,
did you miss?
give me an auto
Well,
battler for
we
like
just announced the Lamplighters
Victorian
League, a new
era
game
armies.
where you will be able to steal, sneak, and shoot your way around the world.
And like, let me
We
play that
discovered
instead of
tours and
Victoria 3.
tournaments in Crusader Kings, where the festivities doesn't always pan out the way it was intended for everyone involved.
Mustache is a turn up.
We have
Yeah, I don't like
bunch
mustache. That's why I got rid of
news
mine.
and updates for our games, so don't go anywhere. And you remember, we promised you something big from
Honestly, you don't
Cities
mind Knights of Pen and
Skylines.
Paper getting
It's
another sequel.
coming
I've never played it. I
soon.
heard
And I can
of
see that
it,
Fred
but I
is
had no
back,
idea
and
what
I
it
bet it's
was.
for an important reason. Over to you, Fred.
Thank you, Paula. So we've been asked questions of what our studio in Berkeley,
Mustaches
Paradox
have to fit
Tectonic, has been up to. And we're happy to tell you that it's a new game, but not only that, it's also a new genre to Paradox. So it's something
new
super
genre.
exciting and something that is incredibly new to us that we can explore and take further. But not only, we're going to tell you a lot more about this game going forward during the spring, but we're going to start with a little teaser trailer here at the Paradox announcement show, and it starts now.
Cool. Let's see. This is Paradox's new game. Is this the one being made by Podcat by any chance? I can buy you. The Sims? So EA drops the ball on SimCity, and then City Skylines comes in and just completely owns it. Did they happen to drop the ball on The Sims recently? Because that kind of seems like what that is.
Mark March 20th in your calendar for the announcement event, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You will have this teaser trailer there too for you to analyze and dissect. Now, this.
Paradox Tinto. Yo, that's EU4. Let's go. Finally something interesting. Let's go. Oh, look. Warfare in a Paradox game? What the fuck? No, give me more economics. What is this? This is heinous. Give me some cookie clicker buildings, please. EU4 DLC Domination.
Wow, you pulled us straight into the action with that trailer.
Yeah, they did.
Sonia, come on up here.
I do find it very funny, right?
Expansion.
Well,
this guy's new art. This guy's new art here, but the one on the left is not new.
Amazing. It's gonna be deep and global. We are gonna cover Spain, of course.
Oh yeah.
Also France, Britain, the Ottomans, China, Russia, Japan. So those are a little bit of the countries that we wanted to change, kind of, to make it more global and more fun.
But how did you decide on this theme?
Well, if you think about this, these countries are the most played by our players. Okay. So we really wanted to do like something challenging, something new, something fresh for them. So we really wanted to change the whole experience for them, so they kind of feel that we wanted to give some love.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, this is old art.
But if I'm then replaying one of these great empires, what new things will I be able to discover there?
Well, we are adding new mechanics, new mission trees. So
new mechanics in a DLC? What is this?
With Spain, for instance, you will have
what is this game?
Set of missions.
Do that here?
We are also adding branching missions, which is extremely fun to play because you kind of decide the fate of your nation, and of course government reforms, state and privileges, units, of course.
I know, right?
Music pack, all in. We went all in for this.
You certainly did, but when
we
will
went all in for this
be
because
able
it's
to play
the final DLC.
Well, anytime soon, actually. So just wishlist it now.
All right, wishlist it is. Yes. Thank you. Here's a quick look at more great Paradox games coming out real soon.
Okay then. Magicka 3? No, this is Age of Wonders 4. I really want to play Age of Wonders 4. I really enjoyed playing Age of Wonders 3.
Has returned.
I don't know if it'd do well on my channel, but I'm going to do it anyway.
From their imprisonment, ancient wizard kings come.
In the Amber Discord, we're all really happy. That's good!
And new realms to conquer.
Mod's going to have a blast with the new tools that U4 DLC provides. I'm really happy. That's the best part about this DLC then. New Anbenar shit. I know it's the job, but this fake artificial I'm so excited laughter's really annoying.
Champions arise.
I can feel it. I don't think it's possible to do real excitement because these people have known about all of this stuff for months.
Arcane knowledge.
You can't really be excited at this point.
As gods and mortals clash, the forces unleashed will shape a new age of wonders.
Alright, my plan for this, I want to do a multiplayer Age of Wonders for like 4 or 6 players maybe. That's my plan. That's my plan to cover this game. It should be fun. There are actually a couple of Age of Wonders 3 videos on my channel as well. It does look cool. It does look cool. I am a big sucker for fantasy. Multiplayer with who though? I mean, I don't know. It's not planned yet. The game ain't out. Oh, okay. We can all go to sleep now, guys. We can go to sleep. Yeah. New feature. We fixed the map so the east and west aren't sloped on the compass. Yo, I saw tiles there. Oh, we have arrows. Oh, wow. And an autonomous investment pool, which should have been in from the very beginning. Oh my gosh. An oversized UI for music. Cool. Interface improvements that aren't as good as ones that mods have done. Victoria 3, as disappointing as ever. Yeah, it's an announcement that there's a music player UI. Fucking EU4's had this for years! My dude, come on! This is not difficult shit. New Stellaris DLC, I think. Or is it just an update? Individual province build queues when...
Story about how we got the stars.
Have they updated the cloud?
Again? Oh, all right.
I know that there are actual Paradox staff that also turn off the clouds. I am not joking. I know this is true.
With hope and
I've seen it.
All that knowledge, all the answers to the mysteries of the universe within our grasp.
No clouds,
But we
clearly the
soon
go-to
realized
spot.
the knowledge came with a price. The visitors came seeking not friends, or even allies, but subjects. Their true intentions became clear.
Then what happened, Mom?
The spirit of our people could
Warfare in
never
a
be
Paradox
broken.
game? Get the fuck out of here.
And eventually, we reclaimed our home.
Yo, is this actually a
forced them to
DLC
leave.
for like rebellions in Stellaris? Because those were always kind of just like nothing.
Will they come
Like
back?
Stellaris Uprising or something like that. Because this actually could be pretty
They're
dope.
still out there. But the next time we meet them,
We'll be ready. First
we will be
contact.
prepared.
Comes out the day after Vicky 3's 1.2 doodad. EU4 and Stellaris know how they can lure back everyone who was disappointed in Vic 3. What is this? Is this surviving the aftermath? I think it is. Although I don't remember that when I played. Yeah, it is Surviving the Aftermath. Look, I played Surviving the Aftermath. I don't
Here
remember
to give
fucking
us
bug
more
monsters, I'm
information
not gonna
about
lie.
Rebirth, the new expansion from Surviving the Aftermath, is Lasse. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Is it possible
Their
to
studio
come
isn't
out
far
on
from
the
where
other
I
side
live.
of the Aftermath?
Well, I mean, it
Yes,
is, but it's in the same
and
country.
that is precisely the theme, and also a new endgame goal for this DLC. We are literally and figuratively taking players to greener pastures this time.
Yeah, and I saw in the trailer there were lots of greenery there. There were farming going on. Tell us a bit about that.
The main new feature here is terraforming. So survivors can finally turn the environment into a clean and lush once again. And there's, of course, new buildings and mechanics that come with that.
Yeah, and I
Adding
could
mechanics
see
in a DLC?
some
Wow.
insect monsters that
Crazy.
looked pretty intense. What was going on there?
It's never that easy with this game, is it?
No.
This time we have a new threat called the Blight.
Mm.
That is a disease that spreads throughout the world, and it infects people and animals alike. And
Trigger warning for the
also
Irish.
It turns the
He
environment
said the B
into a
word.
breeding ground for these blighted creatures.
Oh, he said it
So
again.
Players need to push back, research the infected, and that way overcome the challenge this time.
All right. Yeah, no, you're never making it easy for us. That's for sure. But you're here with Rebirth, and you know what? I feel that we're coming sort of full circle here.
Copyright alert from Wheel of
because
Time.
the first time I
Oh,
met
is that
you,
what
I
they
don't
called
know
it as well?
if you remember, you were
not
wearing a
actually read
full-on
the books.
hazmat suit.
I can't
I
forget.
just watched half of the show.
No,
and then
you
got
were
bored
announcing the
and
game
didn't
at
watch
the
the rest of
stage
it.
at PDXCon, right? And now you're back here with new hope for the Aftermath, and you even had a little plant in the trailer.
Yeah, we come a full circle with this DLC, and it is a perfect ending for the first season of Surviving the Aftermath. And I'm really
I thought
excited
Surviving the
about this
Aftermath kind of
DLC,
got
so you really should
canned when they
wishlist
went
this
to
now.
Surviving the Abyss.
Yes.
I guess
Thank
they're
you
doing
so
both
much,
of them
Lasse.
simultaneously. Have you missed anything that matters?
We
yes.
have a
Vicky
big
should
birthday
know.
coming up. And when we celebrate, we like to throw a big ass
EU4
party.
Domination.
And the party gets
looks
so
pretty
much
dope.
better when we are sharing it with
Domination, I think it is.
millions of city builders out there. We're talking about City Skylines' birthday and the awesome community of cities players around the world. We have saved a birthday gift just for you. And I'm going to hand it over to Fred and Marina, who are going to deliver it straight to you.
Thank you, Paula. Fred here, and I'm back. And this time, joining me is CEO of Colossal Order, Marina Hallikainen. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Fred. I am so happy to be here. And we have been working together for the longest of times, right?
We have. I still remember that demo you sent over to us in 2009, I think it was.
Fake.
So
this is the first time you've laid eyes on this woman.
Does. And that demo did set something in motion, right?
It did, for sure. You could say that, yeah. And
yeah, Paradox
Cities
got a sim clone. There's an Indiana Jones
Friday,
XCOM thing.
So happy birthday to City Skylines.
EU4 DLC.
And
CK is getting a Knight's Tale DLC.
Absolutely. I think we should have a look.
Wow, what a game and what a community. Over 500,000 assets and mods created for the games since we started.
Exactly, and think about it, 5.5 million new players last year. That's basically the population of Finland.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we came here, I told
Finland
everyone earlier on that we were going to spill a lot of secrets today, and this is no exception. Do you have any secrets you want to share today?
Definitely, I have been waiting for a few years to share this secret with all of you. So basically, I think for us, isn't it time to take the next step forward?
I most definitely think so.
New DLC for them?
It's time to start from the beginning.
It's what I do every time I play the game.
Yet evolve into something new. This city has a story. Envision a world created by you.
I don't think these are not in-game graphics. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't seem. It seems like a little bit more in depth than what's realistic right now.
The future.
City Skylines DLC, a graphical update to make it look fucking incredible.
Expand way up high.
Realistic, not enough traffic.
And bring life.
Look, they were parking on the side of the road. I don't think I've seen them do that in City Skylines, I'm not gonna lie.
New worlds to explore and pursue.
This is just city porn, I'm not gonna lie.
Here, you are the visionary. You are the creator. You make cities.
Oh shit! It's actually a new fucking game? I thought it was going to be a DLC. That's literally Cities 2. Alright, I did not fucking call that. I was like, oh, it's going to be a fucking, you know, graphic overhaul DLC. No, it's just a literal whole ass sequel. I'm literally crying right now. What? Why? Why are you crying? Huh. City Skylines 2. It retires at 8 years old, its successor is on the way. Like, it's a bit wild though, isn't it? Because, if you think about it, City Skylines is like the most played Paradox game right now. Like, right this second, it is the most played one. And I guess they're just cashing in on the huge market, the huge audience, and getting the next one out. That's kind of dope. Wonder if you have to rebuy DLCs for the same stuff, CK3 style. I mean, you would be correct, Axioms, by saying that if CK3 was actually bringing out DLCs with old stuff in it. Gotham Chess video recommended. Hell yeah, Gotham Chess is great. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I would totally be down for CK3 DLC reintroducing all the stuff we'd already had. Like, I want that DLC, but we don't have that yet. They have to do it at some point. I mean, please, if we could do that now, that would be great. But yeah, okay, so right, let's see. It was. Yeah, I don't want to see your hugs. ParadoxInteractive.com is just where they're having all of the stuff. Okay. I want to learn more. Have you got all of the information and stuff down yet? Yes, you have. I don't want your cookies go away. See Skylines II. Let's have a look at this. Wishlist on Steam as well. Is it going to give us any information whatsoever? This is just fluff. There's nothing there in it, really. Is these can't be, these are in-game screenshots? Is that an in-game screenshot? No, it says not actual gameplay. Okay, alright. Not actual gameplay. Not actual gameplay. Well, now I feel hard done, but like, if this was actually what it looked like, that'd be great. People acting like EU5 won't be worse than 4 in every possible way. No, I don't think it will be. I mean, it's not been announced, so who the fuck knows? I don't think it will be, because I don't think it'll have mana, and I don't think it'll have development. And so, in those two specific and very like detailed ways, it will be better. All the other ways is probably going to be trash in comparison, but in those ways specifically, it'll be better. If it's supposed to come out this year and they don't have any screenshots to show, I don't know, sounds kind of weird. I mean, is it supposed to come out this year? Is that what they said? Did they say that? Oh, not you, Christo. Coming, okay, so it is literally coming 2023. Damn. Huh. Still 9 months to go. Yeah, sure, but like you'd have thought there'd be something in it. Create and manage your city without restrictions. Yeah, I mean there's just no information yet on anything. Which I mean it's just been announced, so sure. Lamplighters League. This is the other new game. I don't know, it's got, like, the art style reminds me so heavily of Arcane, which isn't a bad thing. Arcane looked fucking beautiful. Great show. But it's basically, you know, Arcane art style, XCOM mechanics with more flavorful, not flavorful, more characters, like predetermined characters. Would I, like say what I was saying at the time, do I care more about my people if they are, you know, they have personality, or if I name them after my friends? I suppose I care less about them when they die in this case, because I know when I was playing XCOM and I had named one of my soldiers after my wife, she'd make me restart the level if she died. So it's also Imperator Rome's birthday in a few weeks. Oh, the sadness. Tours and tournaments. I don't know. I don't feel so, like, hype about this, but, like, maybe that's just my pre-existing anti-CK3 bias. I mean, there's, you know, mechanics like I'm going to wander around. What is this, Wales? I think this is... No, where is this? Oh, it's in Ireland. They're in Ireland. I'm going to wander around in Ireland and do a bunch of tournaments. Sure. I don't know. I guess that could be fun. You know, gotta capture that... Game of Thrones crowd several years after people stopped caring about Game of Thrones. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could be fun, I guess. New graphic. Wait. The fuck is this? You imagine if this is what cities actually look like on the map? Like, imagine if they had city sprawl. I know that's a tourney ground, but all of the city shit around it is not something you will ever see in CK3. Why have they made this screenshot? This is not in-game. Yo! Are they actually... They're actually implementing Agamede's barbershop. Full-screen barbershop. Let's go. I mean, just hire Agamede. Like, at this point, he's fixed Imperator Rome twice for you. He fixed CK. He's fixed Stellaris. Just hire the man to do your UI. Just straight up. Just hire the guy. He's just better at doing it than whoever you have doing it. I'm sure he's probably fixed Vicky 3, but no one gives a fuck, so who cares? You said imagine if cities, and then I got 4 ads. Please repeat. Yeah, what I was saying is imagine if cities actually looked like this on the map. And they had city sprawl. Or you could, like... Some city sprawl would be nice, just in general. But, like, this is not something you will ever see in-game. R.I.P. your laptop. Fair. You make a good point. So yeah, grand weddings, tournaments, bestowing knights with honors. I guess is that not just like the system that's already there, right? Museum-worthy character art. If you say so. The Sims. I don't know. They're making a Sims game. They're making a Sims game. I've not really ever been into The Sims. It could be cool. It could be terrible. It's kind of, we need to, wait and see. But I don't think it's going to be for me regardless of whether it's good or bad. Surviving the Aftermath was kind of fun when I played it at ParadoxCon in, like, Berlin. And I guess they've just continued to update it since then, so cool. This one, there we go, EU4 Domination. This would have hit way, way harder if we hadn't been getting Dev Diary. Like, we knew exactly what was coming. Like, we knew exactly what this was. We just didn't know the name of it. This announcement is not, oh, look at all this new stuff. This announcement is, this is what we're calling this. Literally, that's it. The announcement is the name. You did not see me at ParadoxCon 2019 in Berlin. I mean, I was there, so, I mean, that's on you. If you want, I can prove it, because I have... No, wait, that's Stockholm. Never mind, hang on. I was in Stockholm as well, but I was also in Berlin. I didn't take pictures of Berlin, though, apparently. Never mind. Okay, I was in Berlin, though, I promise. Berlin was a terrible, terrible venue. Yeah, so this was just about the name. We knew everything else already, really. But yeah, cool. No, don't care. Mecha Bellum? I mean, it's on Steam, so at least it's not a mobile game. But, I mean, what did they call it, though? An auto battler. mean, I guess. Okay. Knights of Pen and Paper, I've not done anything there. Stellaris First Contact looked kind of cool, but like every single Stellaris trailer has been absolutely fucking fire. Every single Stellaris trailer is amazing. So the DLC could be complete garbage and I would still expect the trailer to be amazing. It's just what they do. Did I ever play auto chess? No, I played chess. You just realize it's over 2 years since the last Vampire 2 announcement. Look, I watched I think it was actually in Berlin. They took all of the like influencers and journalists and all that kind of shit. They took us all into a room where they just showed us like some guy playing Vampire the Masquerade 2 for like 30 minutes or something. And it looked amazing. It looked ready to go. The fact that it's still not out 2 years late, 4 years later, fuck me, is crazy. It's actually crazy. Also, thank you very much, Darren, for the sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I really want that game because it looked awesome. But yeah, nothing, absolutely nothing. This Age of Wonders 4, I am so down for. I will be playing this on the channel for sure. Definitely, I want to do it in multiplayer. Hang on, let's have a look. Store page. I want to look Age of Wonders 4. It's 50 quid. My age naturally is whatever that is. I swear, Steam probably thinks literally everyone was born on the 1st of January, because why would you ever do anything else? Does it say how many players it is for multiplayer? I guess not. Maybe it does somewhere. But yeah, I will be playing that. That looks cool. Whatever. But yeah, that's what we got going on then. I don't know. What are you guys most interested in of the announcements that we've seen? Because for me, it's got to be Age of Wonders. Obviously, I'll be playing Domination. I just don't care. This was like the big surprise for me. You'd be more interested in Age of Wonders 4 if you knew exactly what races it would have playable to start. Well, we saw a bunch of them. And I think there's some kind of race customization thing going on. I'm not sure. But, I mean, we saw, like, dwarves and elves and humans and fucking robot-looking dudes. As far as announcement shows go, you can't really complain. That's some good stuff. You're hyped for the Vicky music player. This is just facts. This is just straight fire facts. I've already got early access to that one actually. Let me just here it is. I got early access to the to the music player for Vicky, and we're done. We're done. There it is. It's over. To be fair, what you really want to see is EU5. Yes, agreed. Probably only going to happen in 10 years. I don't agree. I do not agree. I think EU5 is already in development. Hey, Constantine. Thank you very much.
I want more warfare systems. Hype for EU4.
More warfare systems. I agree. I think every game should have more warfare systems. Just not this one. Just, actual warfare system. EU5 for PDXCon 2023. I think so. I honestly do think so. Because I am convinced it is already in development. EU5 incoming with a hands-off war system. Look, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You cannot convince me that that's going to happen. Because, look, I am convinced that Johan is going to be the lead developer of EU5. I'm convinced of this, right? And Johan has been posting not irregularly in the Vicky 3 forum in ways that I don't think the Victoria 3 developers are especially happy with. Like, he's not outright said this game is shit, but when people are making like comparisons to EU4, he would come in with comments like, that's actually not true. That I would do it in this way. One of the comments he made in this forum, in the Vicky 3 forum, is, I will never make a game without message settings. And like it's kind of like, and it was a comment about how, you know, Vicky 3's lack of message settings is really terrible. And Johan comes in and is like, oh, I would never make a game without that. It's like, it's very... It's a dig at Vicky 3. And he hasn't posted here in a while, so maybe he's been told to stop. Who knows? But definitely, if he is working on EU5, I don't think he's a fan of Vicky 3. Which, I mean, it's a pretty easy bet to make, because, I mean, he made Vicky 2, and if you like Vicky 2, you're probably not a fan of Vicky 3. I find your comparison to my baby insulting. Facts, though. Yeah, I think that's more than likely the case. I don't think Vicky 3 is... Sorry, I don't think EU5 is going to be anything like Vicky 3. Certainly not in the Warfare. Didn't realize he was Vic 2. Yeah, him, Chris King, and I think it was Podcat. Johan has been in every classic PDX game, basically. Yeah, true. Who is a fan of Vicky 3? Yeah, One Barbarian likes it. I mean, all power to him. You know, everyone can like what they like. I just don't, you know, people like music that I don't like, that I consider shit, and I don't understand it, but, you know, more power to them. Hopefully they implement a new mana generation in EU5. So that's the thing. Imperator Rome had the worst mana system PDX has ever made. It was slated for that, and the game was dying, and then Johan single-handedly ripped that shit out and replaced it with a much better system in political influence. I honestly think we're going to get a political influence system in EU5. I think Johan will be, you know... Clearly, he's not afraid to admit mistakes and admit when something's going wrong. And I think he does learn from his mistakes. So... if he's the one in charge of EU5, I think it will come out with a lot of the lessons learned from the mistakes made in Imperator Rome. I really do. I think it's... I have a lot of faith. I do think it will not have as much content as EU4 on release, but another thing that Johan has said is that when he makes games, like the first thing he does is implements all the things that were in the previous game. Like, that's his starting point. Like, he said this. So, maybe not. I think the only thing that will change is... I think missions will be more like Imperator Rome's missions, because another thing he said, he's gone on the record for, is that he thinks that Imperator Rome's mission system is the best version of that a Paradox game has had. So I think missions will turn into the Imperator Rome style, or an evolution of that. And I think... saying this, and I'm listening to myself, and it's basically what I'm saying is I want EU5 to be Imperator Rome in the classical, not classical era, in the early modern period. Basically, is what I'm asking for. EU5 will be like CK3 was on release, solid base but feels incomplete. I think it's only going to feel incomplete in that there will be missions and that kind of flavor will be missing. I think mechanically it's going to be on par. but for like individual nations mechanics won't be at the level they are now. I think that's probably what we're going to see. Imperator missions are fine except when you're stuck in one set and also do things in the wrong order and you miss entire trees. Well, that would be sad. But is it live yet? They're not live yet. Interesting. Okay. Well, I am going to be playing some D&D in about 5 minutes time, and so I'm gonna have to cut this short. But if you want to see me play D&D, you can watch that over on the Component Cast channel, and we should be starting in like, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. The stream hasn't gone live yet, so I guess I will just try and keep talking until Midgeman makes the stream live. But yeah, I really enjoyed playing D&D, and you should come and watch. It'd be cool. But yeah, just to sum up what we've saw today, cities kind of threw me for a loop. Didn't realize this was coming. This font is boring. Lamplighters League, arcane art style, XCOM, Indiana Jones. Crusader Kings, another DLC that disappoints. Sims, sure, I'm not really a Sims person. Surviving the Aftermath, sure, it's not my thing, but nice to see them still develop it. EU4 announced the title of their new DLC. Garbage, don't care. Better warfare system than Victoria 3. Knights of Pen and Paper apparently was like a cult thing, or just like a popular mobile game before, and they're getting a new one. Cool, good for them. Amazing trailer, but it always is, so who knows how good the DLC is actually going to be. Age of Wonders 4, I'm hyped for it. I will be playing it. I would like to play it in multiplayer. This looks awesome. And that's it. I should do an Anbanar D&D game. I am not a DM. I would fail at being a DM. So I don't know. I don't know if I could really do that. But I would love to play in an Anbanar D&D game. I think there's a lot of potential there. But yeah, no, we've looked at basically everything, and everything worth talking about has been talked about. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. It has been a pleasure to watch this announcement show with you. And yeah, I am going to have you all raid over into the Component Cast to watch us play some D&D if you are interested in that. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all, hopefully, over there. You should follow us over there as well. Go follow and watch and interact. It's all good shit. Bye-bye. If you liked the video, please help me out and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Maybe leave a comment down below too. It really does help out the channel. If you have the means and are willing to, there's a link to my Patreon in the description below. It's the best way to support me and the effort that goes into creating the content you've just watched, and hopefully will continue to watch, and allows me to focus more on making videos without the stress and worry of another meteor striking my channel, be it hacks, demonetization, or the third adpocalypse. You can also support me by heading over to Twitch and following there, or joining my Discord and being an active member of the community. All those links are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.